The Abandons was abandoned by Kurt Sutter. He left the show before it was even finished filming. And now on Fog Entertainment, guys, we have an update on the Abandons. And the update as well, there is no update. Welcome back to the channel. If you wanted more Abandons, if you wanted more Kurt Sutter, if you were hoping that this was somehow going to tie into Sons of Anarchy because a couple of the characters have the name Teller, then I don't know what to tell you, but I think that this show is destined to fail. So Kurt Sutter pretty much just left the show. A couple of rough cuts were released. I don't think Netflix liked them. He had a disagreement. They wanted to change some things. He walked, so he's done for the show, even though it's his show. And what the future holds for the Abandons, we do not know. However, it was supposed to come out in the second half of 2024. It got delayed. They didn't finish filming until October 2024, and we're what now, 8 months later, and we're still yet to get a release date for this show. It got pushed back, and it was supposed to be in the opening 4 months of this year, but still, The Abandons isn't here. It's been picked up by Netflix, but we don't know when we're going to get it. And in this case, I'm wondering if we're going to get it. And even if we do, I think the likelihood of this continuing, I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be a 1-season thing, and that's it, done.
You know, we could point fingers at Netflix, Disney, if we want to go far back as Mayans, but as much as I think, you know, this guy's produced some of the greatest television I'll ever see, I think he's a petulant child, man. Yeah, Disney's woke and he fell out with them, and yeah, Netflix might have wanted to change his show, but man, what is this guy's problem? I just don't understand it. It's like, surely he knows that Netflix are like that. Why not, before you, I don't know, film the entire show? Season 1 and all? Why not discuss it with Netflix? Like, right, it's my way or the highway. I want to do it exactly the way I want to do it, and I don't want you butting in and doing this and doing that. Instead of creating a show, getting a season in, probably wanted to do 4 or 5 seasons. Who knows? Same with the Mayans, and here he is again.
Yeah, now I don't know if The Abandons was... If you had to compare it to something, was it going to be similar to perhaps Red Dead Redemption? Something along those lines?
Those other shows, are they like Yellowstone and...
Yellowstone, something like
shows
that.
like Western.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. What's your guy's name from Sons of Anarchy?
Taylor Sheridan?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in one of them. I'm assuming...
he created it.
Oh, he created it. Does he not play it?
He also, I think he played
it as well.
He also created Tulsa King. He's created quite a lot.
So yeah, the premise for this show is in 1850s, Fiona Nolan, a devout Irish woman who is incapable of conceiving a child, tries to build a family by adopting 4 orphans, believing in higher purpose of her acts. She soon finds herself struggling against European aristocrats claiming possession of her recently acquired home in Oregon. It's set in the 1850s, and the series centres on the conflicts of several outlaw groups during the Old West period. So listen, I never really was that invested in the show, but because Kurt Sutter was the writer and the man behind it and the creator, I thought, you know what, we will give this a go. The first 2 actresses that were casted for the show were Lena Headey and Gillian Anderson, who, you know, have had some notable roles, especially Lena Headey, who plays Cersei in Game of Thrones. So, I mean, the cast, you also have, I believe, Opie's in this, Ryan Hurst,
Angel.
I think Angel's in it. Chucky, and I believe the guy from The Last of Us Season 1, the black guy, the brother, the older guy.
I think Sam.
I believe
one half of them.
Yeah, Henry. I believe Henry is in this show as well. So look, there was the cast was decent, but for whatever reason, Kurt Sutter's just decided, fuck it, I'm done. Just because
Why, though?
Netflix didn't, you know, they wanted to change some of the rough cuts, and I guess he was like, nah, we ain't doing that, and if you want to change it, I'm gone, and then he just walked. So he pretty much abandoned the Abandons. But listen, I think this here, maybe this show will be good, maybe it'll be decent, but I just think with the...
It's hard to get invested, though. It will be like... Season 1, we don't know how it ends, but see if it's set up towards Season 2 that we might not get, it's just going to affect it. And also, you need more seasons, don't you?
Yeah, and I just think the whole, with it being delayed and the uncertainty behind it, and currently having no head executive producer and the creator being gone. I mean, Kurt Sutter's the guy with the vision. Do you know what I mean? Kurt Sutter's the guy that's creating it. Yeah, I think you can replace people. You can like replace showrunners and stuff like that, but he's the actual creator. So I don't know. For me, it's going to be difficult for them to continue forward. I think we'll see. I mean, is there a chance it doesn't even come out?
I think there's a real chance that because it's been delayed big time.
We have seen shows that they get filmed and just never get released. And this date, it's been pushed back further and further. Now, I think you would argue if it's already been filmed, then why wouldn't you release it?
It's a big cast with some big names.
Yeah, a lot of money will have went into this. I think Netflix will release it, but sometimes you do get movies that are created and never released for whatever reason. So,
well, I think there's a bigger question about Kurt Sutter. Like, well, can the guy be trusted? Who's going to want to take a risk? See any hope of a future Sun series? I don't think this guy's going to be involved.
Yeah,
I don't think he can be involved.
Like, why waste a couple of years of your life going through it, then just throwing it all away? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Anyway, guys, there's your update on the Abandons. We still don't know when it's coming out. No sign of it. It's supposed to be out already. Original release date was in the autumn of 2024. Then it got pushed back to the first quarter of 2025. We've still not seen it, and it's still not got a release date. So I mean, at this point, it could be. I mean, are we hoping late 2025 or what? Like, if it's already filmed, like, what are they waiting on?
Yeah, no, just like release it like next week if you want.
Yeah, what's stopping Netflix for just putting it on like tonight?
The sooner they release season 1, I think the sooner they can get season 2 back on track.
Yeah, we need to see if season 1's any good and if it's worth continuing.
Yeah.
But I don't know, the fact that it's not been released tells me it's a shit show. And who knows, like maybe Netflix have decided to alter things anyway. Kurt Sutter left. Maybe they've decided, well, he's gone now, so we're gonna change things the way we wanted it to change, and it could just be a disaster. Anyway, guys, let us know your thoughts. Kurt Sutter, I don't know. I think we're further away. I think even though he's left this and it's another project that he's abandoned, and realistically you should be thinking, well, that means he could maybe do First 9, or I don't know. I think with every project that he bails out on, I'm less positive that we're going to get.
I think we would need circumstances to fall perfectly for to ever see it.
I think if we do get it, we're more likely to get it without him in charge. Although, I mean, he kind of did sell the rights to Disney, didn't he?
No, he did, but I think we would need, like, everybody that worked with him originally on Sons to come back, and not just actors. I'm talking about like people behind the scenes, and for him to get like guarantees and shit like that. And I just don't see it happening. Pains me to say, like, I don't see it.
Yeah, I think we're done. But
the problem is, it's like, would you rather him not be involved and you're guaranteed it, where it could be lackluster, or do you take the risk of, well, if he delivers, it'll be great?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, he hasn't really done much since Sons, and
nope.
Mayans wasn't exactly great.
Nope. But again, it's not like Mayans after he left was so much worse. We enjoyed some of it.
Yeah, I do think Mayans actually got a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, the writing quality was probably down, but I think it did get more exciting.
Aye. No, it did. So...
I think the first 2 seasons featured way too heavily on the Glindo cartel and E. I think like after season 2, you do begin to see all the characters get fleshed out. Like Coco gets his whole story arc. Even we see Gilly get an arc. I really enjoyed Creeper. See after the first 2 seasons, didn't even know his name.
Yeah, literally didn't know his name.
But I think
who's that guy greeting about Taza killing that guy?
So
that's what Creeper was. Buddy.
Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.